Hello, what's up? Sucho King here, and I'm gonna do a quick developer's insight on the new release that's coming tomorrow, July 27th. Path of Titans is releasing on consoles. It's a beta release for the consoles, something much anticipated. A lot of people have been waiting for it to get on console, as well as many people who want to be able to play dinosaur games on their consoles. It's going to be PlayStation and Xbox. Also going to be releasing a very anticipated animal, the T-Rex. That's going to be happening at the same time as the beta tomorrow. So I wanted to give my opinion on it real quick, because some of you know I actually do develop a game called The Great Circle. Check it out later. But anyways, let's go ahead and watch the this is a trailer. They released it like a week ago, I think. But anyways, it's the night before, so I want to go ahead and give a quick overview of it. Let's take a look. So there it is. That is the forthcoming release of Path of Titans beta on Xbox and PlayStation. So this is really cool. They're showing off the variety of dinos that are in the game. You got Stegos, you got Kentros, you got Lambios, you got the Dinochirus there, and Ankylosaurus. We've got Amargasaurus. Pretty much that's really good, I think, to show for any people that are going to be playing on consoles, because they want to see all the variety. That looks all pretty good. So my first impression, I'm going to talk about the Rex first. I gotta say, to be honest, this Rex looks a tad bit suspect. First of all, I like the actual model. I like the actual model, but it feels a little bit like the Spinosaurus a year before it came out. I was looking at like footage that I guess it was Path of Titans that released it on the YouTube that showed the Despletos just walking around. This is a year before it actually came out. It looked a little bit slidey. It looked almost one-to-one like how this Rex looks. And you don't really have much to work with, which was another thing that I noticed. An animal like the Rex, which is the most popular dinosaur, I think, in any dinosaur media, video game, movies, T-Rex, Triceratops, this is an Eotrike, but like these are the most popular kinds, and this has been really anticipated. You'd think they'd have a little bit more footage. This is, to be fair, this is not a long trailer. It's kind of a teaser. Let me see how long it was from here. I think it's about 30 seconds. Well, with the title at the end. It's definitely a minute. It's under a minute. TV is like 30 seconds. But anyways, overall looks good. I know the dinos are going to be good. I just don't know about the Rex. I just have a feeling in my stomach that Rex might have been rushed a little bit for this console release, so they want to release it at the same time. I just have that feeling. The overall look of the Rex is really cool. Like, they've got it with scales on the mouth. It's got lips, which is cool. I'd like to see a sub species with like the teeth coming out, like just the classic Rex or anything. But this looks pretty cool. Now, the good thing about it kind of looking a little bit like Daz a year before it came out is Despleto actually turned out to be really nice to play with. of course, people thought it was going to come in and be like a game changer in terms of stats and balancing, but it was fine to me in terms of, it was just not an overpowered dino, which is cool. And it actually handled well. It was fun to play with. It was cool to walk around as that Tyrannosaurid. So I think it'll be even cooler to walk around as the big boy T-Rex. So, if it turns out like the DAS, I think it's going to be really cool. I thought I heard somebody say there was like a kill animation or something, but I didn't see it on the YouTube. Let me see if I can find. It might have come out after this trailer here. But my overall impression is the Rex looks good. It just feels like it might be a little bit suspect, and if it is, it might just be because they wanted to try to release it at the same time as console, which is what I expected. If they were going to release console, I expected like one of those stretch goal dinos to be released with it. I just didn't think T-Rex made the most sense, to be honest. T-Rex makes the most sense because it's the most widely recognized, most popular dino in media. But I don't see any kill animation here for it. Where did I see that? I think I saw that on Valachi's thing. Let me check that real quick. Let me see. Kill animation. Here it is. He said there was a kill animation. It's not that. That's Valachi's, by the way. Check him out. Let me see if he shows.
We also have a glimpse of what could be an ability or could be something else, which I'm going to talk about right now.
Let me see what he said about it real quick.
This is kill animations from the looks of it. So in the trailer on the website, it looks like the Tyrannosaurus Rex is charging.
There we go. That's it's with this thing over it. That's why I didn't recognize it. All right, so this is
the bite. The trailer on the website, it looks like
it's coming up for a bite. Let me pause this or mute that. And then the trike goes on its side. Looks a tad bit suspect. The head looks like it goes through the body a little bit. It looks a little bit, just a little bit like pre-baked, previewy type. Like maybe that animation is just for this. But yeah, it. I don't know. That adds to my feeling like the Rex might just be a little bit not quite ready yet, but it's gonna release at the same time. But anyways, yeah, that's my feelings on the Rex. I think the Rex might just be a little bit early, but still a cool animal. I'm looking forward to playing Rex. A lot of people are. You gotta have a Rex in a dino game. It's just the way. It's just kind of like the way it goes. If you're gonna have an animal game, you're gonna have lions in there. It's like the most popular animal. But yeah. Anyways, now let's talk about the console release. I think this is interesting because one of the things I wonder is how it will affect performance to have a bunch of other players coming in on consoles. I imagine people will have a better experience on consoles, and I think overall it might actually help the overall experience by having console players. Number one, I think it's easier to develop for consoles in my opinion. I actually don't work on a game that has consoles development yet. I would like to, but it's not at that point. But my thinking with consoles is like, so when people report like bugs and stuff for the game I'm working on, people will say, oh, well, this went wrong or this lagged or this happened. One of the things I have to figure out is if it's the game or if it's like their computer, their equipment, their network, anything like that. Consoles are standardized. It's not like playing games on your PC, because you can have two different people playing the same game, getting the same performance, but two different GPUs, two completely different computers. You could also have two people with the same piece of equipment, like two of the same GPUs, maybe one is more worn out and not getting as good performance. So computers are a little bit harder to develop for, in my opinion, because you can just have people come into a game with so many different computer builds. So you got to get that information for development purposes to figure out, all right, it's actually your network connection, or it's actually your GPU is not quite the minimum spec performance that we require, that kind of thing. Console players have standardized equipment. One Xbox is basically the same as the other. When you buy an Xbox, it's basically a pre-made computer made specifically for gaming. So when people from console are reporting bugs, you know, it's pretty much you can expect the same bug on all people who are reporting for consoles. Anyways, so how I think that may help performance is, well, there are certain performance standards that like Microsoft and Sony, before you can like publish a game for their platform, they kind of have you meet those requirements beforehand. So I would imagine that developers have like met some satisfactory performance metrics to get that ready and to get them satisfied. And I think that they probably have a good idea, but like I think that it's going to be a little bit more stable because there's going to be more players with standardized equipment that's been tested already, versus, you know, a lot of people will play Path of Titans or any computer game and maybe they don't have the minimum performing equipment. It's a wider entry for computer players to play Path of Titans than it's going to be for console. For console, you got to have a PlayStation or you got to have an Xbox, and it has to be the right gen, and that guarantees you have a certain equipment to play the game. So I think that with more of those stable players coming in to the experience, that might actually work better for everyone overall. People with good PCs, really high performing equipment, and people with not so good equipment. But I think it'll give it, overall, it may give overall, my feeling is it probably will work better. Then the only question is, how good are the servers that you're on, and, you know, what's the player cap. I think that's why this is very clearly going to be a beta release, you know. See, it says console beta announcement, so we're looking for data, or they're looking for data with that release. But yeah, I think that's probably going to be the upside of this, is I think you might be able to look forward to better performance with console players. But yeah, those are my just thoughts. I could be wrong about both. T-Rex may come in and just crush it and just be like just a dream to play. It also may come in and just be too good, be overpowered, and just everyone you can play, oh, T-Rex is overpowered, it kills everything with one bite. I got a thing, but honestly, I'm looking forward to doing that to people. But yeah, I'm very curious about the console thing more than anything else. I want to see if that is better for performance. Now, a little bit of speculation beyond that is, if that works well, you might actually get some more AI, just like, not like trigger AI, like right now you go to the mound, you press a button and the thing comes out and then it like avoids you. You might actually get like environmental AI creatures roaming around in the environment, independent of players, at the same time as players on their own. I'm very interested in the console thing. I think it might improve the experience for a lot of people, but we'll see. I don't know what will be available on console. Like, I don't know if you can only play official servers on console. One thing I could say is I do know console players are probably going to hate the questing. I don't think questing in this game is fun. I don't actually think it works for the genre, but we'll see. I think that possibly you're going to get a whole lot more players with the console thing. Potentially. I don't know what kind of launch this is, to be honest. A beta launch, I don't know if that's like a wide release on PlayStation's marketplace or whatever, where they kind of show it everywhere. If they do, it's going to be a lot more players. And the same thing goes for Microsoft. I don't know what kind of launch. Maybe it's a soft launch. So it's like a limited amount of people that will see it first, and then if the reviews are good or whatever, then they'll push it to more. I don't know. But it is a marketplace in and of itself. But I think that's probably going to be a good thing. I'm just speculating. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy. Take care. See you later. Bye-bye.